Hi guys, it's Conrad. Welcome to another episode of my journal. In 1990, the movie Pump Up the Volume was released, featuring Christian Slater as a lonely high school student who starts running a pirate radio station from his basement, starting a movement in his small town. I think about this because 30 years later, it feels like we're all running our own private radio station from our Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch accounts. I also think about this because this week's guest is Agaton Ström, a New York-based photojournalist who has worked for the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and several other Scandinavian and European news outlets. Agaton is also my cousin, my best friend, and my oldest friend. And when we grew up, we had Pump Up the Volume as one of our favorite movies to watch together. I wanted to have Agaton on partly because I wanted to hear his experience in tackling this pandemic, which he is spending with his in-laws in Boston, Massachusetts. But I also wanted to see if I could use this platform to interview someone as close to me as Agaton. When screenwriter Brian Koppelman was interviewed by Tim Ferriss recently, he talked about how he had made a commitment to be as transparent as possible in his social channels and in his podcast, The Moment. I really took that to heart. This podcast experiment of mine, this journal, is really a way for me to express a more true image of who I am here on my social feed. I'm really happy that you guys are along for the ride. Anyways, I think me and Agaton managed to keep a great conversation. We talked about covering the US election, what he misses most about New York, and finding a way forward, both creatively and career-wise. As always, this conversation is published on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and in shorter formats here on IGTV and TikTok. Here now, my conversation with Agaton Ström. Enjoy.